The fastest way to increase your income without closing more deals and working way more hours is to increase your commission. What's up, guys? I'm Elise Palacios, and I help real estate agents and team leaders get from production to legacy. It's my goal with every video to give you at least one actionable strategy to implement into your business today to help you reach your income goals. If you're looking for more strategies like this to earn more money while working less, head on over to our Reinvest Real Estate School community to tap into a ton of free training and resources available for the agent community. Here's 3 tips to earn more money while working the exact same number of hours you currently are. The first tip is going to be know what you charge and then say it like you mean it. If you want people to treat your commission like it's normal, you need to treat it that way first. Here's how I start the conversation. This is my fee that will be due at the time of closing. If we choose to, we might ask a seller to contribute towards it, and they might choose to do so or they might not. Regardless, if we plan for this expense, we can cross that bridge of what our strategy might be for each offer when we come to that point in the transaction. Said with a smile and with clarity. This does not include apologies, backpedaling, or any sort of inclination that there might be the potential to have a conversation about what you charge. People respond to energy far more than the words that you say. If your energy is off or you seem uncertain about what you're asking for, then your clients are instantly going to pick up on that, and they're going to think there's room to have a conversation to potentially negotiate your commission lower. If you make a statement about the fee that you charge, that's a whole lot different than stating a question and then awkwardly filling in the silence that might follow it with some weird explanation that you didn't plan for ahead of time and you feel caught off guard. Confidence builds trust, and if you don't believe in your value, why should they? I always tell my clients and agents, sure, there are other agents out there that are going to charge less, but you don't think that their inability to negotiate their own value might be a reflection of how they run their business and their ability to negotiate terms and pricing for you when it comes time to selling or buying a home? And when it's phrased like that, winning a lower commission as a client doesn't suddenly seem like the best thing for them. Now, what happens when those objections start coming in? Your potential client might say, hey, my friend just bought a house and this is what they paid. Or my sister just sold her house and this is what the agent charged and they got the job done. So what are you doing that's so different? And if they're having that question in mind, then you haven't shown your value ahead of time, which we'll get to next. But the reality is your reply should be calm and confident. You're absolutely right. Agents are able to negotiate their value and what they charge with their clients however they choose. And if that agent felt that their value was worth that, then that's completely up to them. And now again, you're instilling a little bit of doubt of that agent only thought they were worth that much. And I know I'm worth this much, which is why my fee is up here. Nobody wants to be the cheapest option. There are plenty of agents out there who offer discount services and limited services. And if that's what a home buyer or a home seller is looking for, they are more than welcome to go and find those agents. I am not one of those agents, and I hope you are confident enough in the value you bring to a transaction to see yourself as a high-earning agent. After you state your fee, stop talking and just let it sit. That's one of the biggest mistakes that agents make. They try to immediately go and fill the uncomfortable silence that they think is happening, when a potential client might just be processing what they've heard and be completely okay with it, and they just need a moment before they move on. If you instantly go into over-explaining, you're going to come across as unconfident, which is not the type of agent that closes deals and earns high commissions. So state your number and then move forward like it's normal, because it is. Practice your script and rehearse your tone with friends or fellow agents. The more comfortable you get stating your value and your fee and hearing objections that might come in a few months, you're going to be well on your way to this being completely common in your business, to charge more money for the high value services you provide. Tip number 2 is going to be show the difference, then explain your fee. As I said, if you go jump right into what you're charging, you're going to lose people. They first want to see what type of value you're actually bringing to the table. And then if they still have questions, it was not explained in a way that hit home. So for buyers, that looks like conducting a thorough buyer strategy meeting which if you've never done one before, hop on over to our Reinvest Real Estate School community where we have a full mock buyer strategy meeting that you can learn from for free. It's gonna go through the timeline, the steps of the transaction, how to create a winning offer that's actually going to get it accepted in a competitive market. And if they're confident in your ability to explain each step of the process, even if they don't retain all of the information in that meeting, they know that when it comes time to talk about inspections or the appraisal or timeline, deposit amount, that you are very confident and you have the knowledge to explain each step and any questions that they might have that come up. For sellers, it's going to be conducting a thorough home tour before your listing appointment, or all of the conversations leading up to the time where you sit down and talk numbers and strategy. You have to show value along the way. Do you have a trusted list of contractors that you can share with them to help them prepare their home for the market? Are you conducting a pre-listing inspection or pre-listing staging appointment with them to make sure that they're well prepared for anything that might come up during the transaction? Are they confident in your ability to thoroughly explain the market, what's happening with homes when they're listed on the market, average number of days on market, what to expect in terms of offers, what to expect in terms in those offers that are coming in, and where to have reasonable expectations? There are plenty of agents that go around telling potential sellers whatever they want to hear. And I make sure to distinguish myself from them with facts and data directly from our MLS and market. After all of that, and only after all of that, is when I talk about what I'm charging and what my fees are for that process. And it's not that potential sellers don't ask. In every phone call or at the home tour, you're gonna have people saying, well, just tell me like roughly what you think. Or like, yeah, I understand you gotta like go over all the details, but what's the number that comes to mind? Like, you've done this before, you're in the business. Never answer that question without having the opportunity to show your value first. If you throw out a number and then they have a quick conversation with another agent that throws out a better number, they're going to cancel your appointment and you're never going to have a chance to sit down and show them your value. Do not miss out on the opportunity to earn business by talking about what your fee is too early in the process. When those objections come up from a potential seller, I like to reply back with, again, absolutely, there might be an agent out there who's going to charge less for the services that they provide. But you might be walking away with money left on the table because of their inability to negotiate the value of your home, or for providing inadequate services that do not properly prepare your home for the market that we're in. They also have to understand the listing price that you're suggesting is not just your personal opinion. Yes, our immediate knowledge of the market does come into play, but when they understand that it's a direct result of our market research and all of the information that we've showed them during our meeting, they're gonna be more comfortable knowing that. Even if it's not the number that they want to hear. We're people pleasers. We don't wanna let people down. But the reality is, telling a potential seller what they want to hear is not going to help them. And that actually helps you earn trust with them. And you can say that. You might have agents who come in here, tell you exactly what you want to hear, and state a fee that you might like better than mine. But that's not how I run my business. I offer a high quality service, and my fee reflects that. And I know that when we walk away from this deal and you move into the next chapter of your life, you're not going to be left wondering if you left money on the table or if the process could have been a little bit smoother. It's not about justifying your price. It's about showing your value before they ask. Tip number 3, set the boundary and sign the agreement. I coach so many agents who make the mistake of showing up and working for free. They offer a ton of value, especially with potential sellers. They offer all of the market advice. They give a launch strategy, professional photos, all of your entire contractor list, and valuable advice and time that they might not get back if that person now moves on and works with a different agent. And sometimes that happens. You have a long conversation, you discuss the market, a little bit of strategy, and they choose to work with somebody else. I'm not talking about that initial value that helps you earn the appointment. I'm talking about going through and doing all of the work as if you're their agent without a guarantee that you're going to get paid. That's not working. That's volunteer work. In order for you to commit time to a potential client, You have to ask for commitment from them first. And how I phrase that with sellers is, great, I'm so excited to be helping you through this process. I'd be happy to set up and schedule that professional photographer or schedule your pre-listing home inspection or pre-listing staging appointment as soon as I have that listing agreement back. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna resend it to your email so it's at the top of your inbox. I just set the boundary that I'm not comfortable moving forward in providing more services until I have that agreement signed. And I offer a similar statement to potential buyers. I'm happy to reach out to my network to see if I can find something that's off market that fits your criteria and set up that automated search that's gonna help us schedule showings more effectively for this coming weekend as soon as I have that agreement back. I'm holding something back that my clients want so that they take action and commit to working with me. You don't owe anyone free labor. If you choose to go above and beyond and go through the motions as if you're their agent without having a signed agreement in place, then you have to be okay with giving away all that time for free without their commitment to work with you. And that's up to you. As agents, we get to decide as business owners where we set the boundary and where we're comfortable. But you lose the opportunity to be upset about time wasted if you're not comfortable with where you set your boundary. You deserve to be paid for your value. So let's talk about your fee. If you're charging the lowest commission possible just to earn a client, you're not doing yourself any favors long term. You're in fact telling future clients, all of their referrals, that that is what you're worth. And you're telling yourself that you're not worth more. And if that's true, that's something to work on. But if it's not, you need to start charging like it. And this isn't about being greedy or gouging clients. It's about being a professional who delivers value and charges accordingly. Do you want to eventually hire help in your business? Do you want to fund a future that involves freedom for you and your family? If you want to build a sustainable business, you have to stop working for free. And if you choose to ever lower your commission for a client, that's entirely up to you. But I can tell you the one thing I will never do is lower my commission out of fear. I'll explain my process, I'll explain my fee, and I'll confidently state this is my fee and it covers everything I've just discussed with you and the level of service that I provide. Representation agreements aren't just legal protection, they're healthy boundaries. So here's what I'll leave you with. Know what you charge, practice saying it confidently, lead the value but hold the line, and set the standard because nobody else is going to do it for you. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. And if you can master this aspect of your business, you're going to see your income improve. And I hope that you do. And if you have any more questions, hop on over to our Reinvest Real Estate School community, dive in, shoot me a DM, and get access to all of the other trainings we have to offer to make sure your process is seamless. So when it comes time for a potential client to sign an agreement, they're extremely confident in your ability to bring them the high quality of service that you've stated you're worth. You've got this. And don't forget to subscribe. We post new real estate content weekly. Catch you on the next video.